get it in, maybe. But
Eric Schmidt represents. Yes, he does. All right, so there's a hole there. A little bit more wide than a rock. I'd say maybe a rock and a half. Boy, this is an interesting call, though. That much ice. That's a lot of ice for this shot. Even with as much turn as we're getting.
I'm assuming they're calling the hit.
Yeah. He changed his mind on the turn.
I'd still go the other way. You have more room the other way. If you come this way, you're...
Well, if you look at the overhead shot, Mike, you can see that there's not a lot of room if you come that way. So the other way, there's a lot of room, but you're not going to hit much of the stone, unfortunately. But they got to hit it. They got to touch something. This ice has been tricky. They're on it now. They're a little worried. It looks like it might crash. It is crashing. They didn't throw it hard enough. So now it pumps another rock in. Now Scott is sitting 4. And the shot rock is half buried around that red shot that was just thrown. Jason Scott has another chance to throw a guard. Get a chance to see Eric Schmidt sweep for Eric Schmidt fans.
That's why we have multiple people in the booth.
We have 3 people doing this. I think we need about 4 or 5.
Yeah. We need Jeremy here.
Yeah, Jeremy.
We need the whole team here.
Jerk.
All right, so now Jason Scott.
We just got Eric's nickname.
Eric Schmidt is the
Schmidt.
Caveman. That's his nickname.
I remember that.
All right.
He would throw.
I'm surprised Ron Mantha doesn't have that nickname.
That's a good point.
No, he's Bigfoot.
Oh, okay.
Ron's Bigfoot. Sasquatch.
All right, so they're keeping this clean. They're sweeping. They're not sort of, I would say a light sweep. They're not really hammering it. Looks good.
Gotta let it come over a little bit more.
They need to finish it hard here. Oh, it just didn't finish. All right, so, but yeah,
Still looks pretty good.
Yeah, I don't think there's much of a hole there now. Boy, there's almost nothing here.
Who's getting the wireless mic on the ice?
Probably.
We haven't been, we're not, it's down for most of the time. We just crank it up when we want to hear.
Yeah.
Because you can only kind of...
Mainly when you're on this, when you're standing down here. So like when you're shooting in odd ends or when you're calling shots in even ends.
So, all right.
So you can't hear it down there.
No.
Here's what's going on now. They're deciding between multiple crazy shots, which shot they're going to try.
No matter what end he's on.
There's not much here. You got to probably run back the rock that they just threw and hope you can get a double out of it.
Can we call the timeout and get Caitlin down there?
That might not be a bad idea. A coach intervention would be perfect right
Caitlin,
now.
I do want to ask Caitlin how embarrassed she was every time we called her out on the ice.
I wasn't embarrassed until that last game. I didn't have any idea what was going on.
Wasn't paying attention. Got called down.
We were out of the game in our last game, and by some miracle, we had 3 in the house when we needed 3 in the house, and so we called for a timeout. And I remember seeing Caitlin go and jump out of her seat, saying they called a timeout, and then she looked at the house and it had to come down. Yeah, Mike made a terrific shot on that.
That was
right where we called it.
That was the Marv Albert, wasn't it?
Yes, it was the Marv Albert, the backbiter. Oh, boy. All right, so. Oh, interesting shot. That was. Okay, so they've opened up shot rock again.
And they're only sitting 3 now.
Yeah. They took away one of the rocks that was a Scott rock. So now Jason's got to throw one more guard. He throws one more guard. There's nothing really. I have no idea what I'd even call. The circus would come to town. Do we have circus sound effects? We need circus sound effects.
Yeah, I'll have to find that. So, wait, this I do have. He wants to put it right about there.
Some think the open draw is the toughest shot in curling. I think this is the toughest shot, where you know that if you make any kind of guard, you're taking a bunch of points. And if you don't, you may give up a point. I hate that. That's
Joe,
my worst.
Having called open draws for extra points for you, I can tell you the open draw is the hardest shot in curling.
I don't know, Joe. I can make that shot most of the time. That looks pretty easy for me.
Yeah, yeah.
And again, that's the only shot I ever throw.
All right, so now there is the slightest of holes in there. You
No, there's no hole.
maybe come down and cut it down.
No way.
You can cut them down to 1, maybe. You get them down. You get down into the 8-foot somewhere. You cut them down to 1.
You think you can get through that hole?
Well, I suppose if you were trying to go through the 8-foot, you just take through the left side. It would be better.
There is a funky angle raise that you can do, double angle. If you hit this one here into there to bump that to the full 4.
I say I wouldn't have gotten it this way.
Say that again, Mike. Show me.
Okay.
That's a good
Hit
point that Mike Graziano
here
made. Yeah.
into
They're
there,
in a position now they
bumping
never
it
would want to
back
be in
there.
the first place.
This one?
I think he's
Yeah,
trying to go
just
through
straight.
this. I think he's trying to go through the small hole there.
No, he built that thing and he hold it.
At least that's a better contraption than Joe's current.
My current crutch. By the way, the my understanding is that the longest length you can have a curling crutch is 5 feet. Mine is only 3.
So you have a goal.
Yeah, I can make it bigger. At any rate, this is not getting through the hole. That's for sure.
If anything, it might bump.
Oh
Jason,
man.
And it bumps Jason
Oh
in for
man.
4.
For 4. All right, so Scott takes 4 more points. It's now 10-2.
It's not like they're gonna. Oh yeah.
Okay, we need a new sponsor. Okay, let me make sure I got the right one. Yes, it is. Okay. Tiger Woods and Brett Favre have had a tough year. They've lost some respect and sponsorships over various indiscretions. Our next sponsor can't help them with their respect, but both Tiger and Brett have signed on to spokespeople for the iHide text app. iHide is a text hiding app that professional athletes trust to send their pictures of their manhood and assure their privacy. It auto-replaces your girlfriend's name with the name of your agent in your call history, too. So what do Tiger and Brett do what Tiger and Brett do. Use iHide. All right.
Okay, that was
Again.
like the first good one you had.
Again.
Throw it through.
Jason throws through.
Throw it
Through.
through.
Very good. That's Brian Anderson's favorite
The
shot.
Brian Anderson special. He doesn't get any points for that.
I did not account for that.
What's
so
I just
Yeah.
leave it blank.
leave it blank. Yeah, that might work.
Yeah.
No, you don't get point. No. Much to Brian's dismay.
I totally disagree, but everyone tells me that does not count. What's that? And throw one in?
Yeah, and then you get a 0.
Yeah, then I get a
All right, so they're throwing for the corner guard. They need to get some points. All right. Throwing it through again.
You guys need a soundboard of like funny sound effects.
He's got one.
We've thought of everything, Mike.
Are you really talking about other men's units? From Brian's wife.
No, Brian did not talk about other men's units. I don't know what you're talking about.
I missed that one, honey.
I think I used the word manhood.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Was it about Tiger?
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Mike's trying to read ahead in the sponsors. I'm not letting him.
I'm ahead.
The professional
Go back.
voice guy.
Would you like to burn this, Mike?
Oh, yeah? Oh, no.
Who wrote those?
I did.
Who do you
I
think
wrote
wrote
those? They're horrible. They're purposely horrible.
Yeah, but they're horribly horrible.
Again, all we need is a real sponsor, and we can stop the torture of me reading these fake sponsors. Fake sponsors don't give me any money. That's why they're they're here.
Maybe if we actually, maybe if we volunteer like actual real sponsors, they'll hear it and say, "Hey, that's a good idea." And
well, that was the idea of this. Anyway, let's get back to the game. So they're peeling, although they're going to whiff this. So Eric Schmidt fan, the caveman didn't come through on this one.
Apparently, we're talking about units with the iHide technology.
I didn't say anything about Randy Johnson.
Monica does not get that. Maybe she does. I don't know.
You have to update the score, Brian.
Yeah,
I didn't hit the, I put it in there. I didn't hit the update button. Oh, thank you.
No problem. All right, so looking at a draw around one of these guards, although it's floating outside.
I'm all confused. How many? Who's
starting to curl now?
Must be his.
They're on it. I don't know how much of this is going to hide, but it's.
We didn't mention there's a freshly groomed mohawk on sheet C.
That's right.
You can almost see it in your picture. I can't.
So Jason Scott is following Caitlin's advice, where Joe and I just take out the stone that's in the house.
Right. No, in this situation, I think we would have peeled the guard.
Right.
I think we would peel the guard here.
Pay no attention to the curling. There's a mohawk right there. Can't see it. Curling is unimportant.
Oh, this is what happens when you have a blowout game, folks. Sorry about that, but not much we can do about it.
And they're going to end up hitting the stone in the house
so
anyway.
See? That worked out fine.
We have a peel class.
A peel class?
Yeah.
We need a.
Learn how to peel.
Is Jeremy going to teach it?
Yeah.
We've actually been peeling very well the last couple weeks.
No.
Try it again.
No.
Can you just stay silent during my game?
No.
You can't be that bad, can you?
Actually, I don't have to hear it.
All right, so we're playing a tap here. It looks like they were going for the draw round. They're going to tap.
So I'll give him my own little commentary.
We don't have to listen to it.
Doing a whole lot better.
Yeah, we can turn you down.
Announcing our game back there. This end brought to you by
Speaking of which, I wonder if we can hear it. He's not even to say. I'll leave him up a little.
All right, so we're going to be peeling the guards again here. There's nothing in the house now. That's red, so. Scott Parmalee with the takeout. And they got the hit. Rolled it back to the middle. Still a lot of stuff out front. Probably more than you'd want, but up 8. Sure, they're not too concerned. Anything that is red that is in the back of the house is just fine.
There's definitely a blowout on sheet B. 7-0 through 5.
7-0, and it's not the Rochester rank, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's Dan, right?
Yeah, Dan Blake's team is losing pretty bad on sheet B by 1.
Sheet A was Potomac and.
On sheet B, we got Dan Blake.
A, I said.
Losing to a, looks like a Potomac team.
I was talking about A.
Oh, okay.
The
On
shorts.
A, we got
How about the
Broomstones
shorts?
versus Potomac.
Those guys all aged out?
I believe so, yes.
Ryan Aseta's back, but and he's playing with Russ.
Yeah, but she's asking about
Oh, I know, but that
Alistair
was the
and
same
Doogie.
team.
No, but Alistair, Doogie, Gene, they've all aged. They've all
Okay.
aged out.
Yeah, yeah.
How many viewers do we have? Have we set an all-time record?
Oh, they're saying that we may have lost the feed here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we lost the feed.
They're getting this audio.
Oh, it's back now.
We think it's back now. Hopefully it'll be back. We don't know what happened there.
We have it here.
We have it back now. Hopefully you're getting it back. Ah, there you go. Awesome. Sorry about that. We don't know what happened. Sometimes it drops out.
We are we're subjected to our